You were supposed to be my favorite, the best Star Fox game of all time! But alas, like Mario Kart Double Dash to Mario Kart 8, the GameCube game is better. So I'm just gonna play Star Fox Assault. What's this? Star Fox Guard? This must be that pack-in game that Nintendo included with Star Fox Zero. I should probably just forget about this. Although it looks like it could be fun. Maybe it makes better use of the gamepad? Could this game actually be more fun than Star Fox Zero? Let's do this. Let's review Star Fox Guard for the Wii U. Wow, the first screen's got some funky techno music. I feel like I should be doing some dance or march to this. Beep beep, motherfucker. Alright, let's get to it. So the story is that you're a new employee working for Grippy Toad's mining company, and his bases keep getting attacked by robots. After Slippy gives you some training, you're charged with controlling the defense systems of a base to shoot down the robots before they destroy the base's tower. To do this, you switch between the multiple cameras strategically placed throughout the base, then shoot at any enemy the camera can see. The presentation is decent at best, with good robot character models and enough art to show the environments of the different planets. Some sound effects are great and the voice acting is good too, but most of the music is pretty forgettable. As I said, you defend the base by switching between cameras and shooting at robots. The TV provides a view of all 12 feeds, while the gamepad gives you a top-down view of the whole base. From that view, you can access a different camera by tapping on the number, see invading enemies on the motion tracker, and drag cameras over to new spots. The only problem is you have to hold your finger on the camera longer before it knows you're picking it up. During pre-battle setups, this isn't an issue, but during the battle itself, it can make you anxious having to move cameras fast to cover an area that was overseen by a knocked out or stolen camera. And yes, the robots can knock out cameras. See, there are two classes of bots. The combat class bots go directly towards the base tower to destroy it. Some of these bots are fast, some are stronger, some have armor. The different types you discover as you get further into the game provide several different types of challenges. The second class is Chaos Class. Chaos Class bots are specifically made to mess with your cameras, either by knocking them out, making them uncontrollable, or running off with them. This means you'll have to save a disabled camera using a nearby camera. But some Chaos Class bots will also mess with your motion tracker as another way to throw you off, so there's a lot to bear in mind as you play through the many levels. The various bot types make the gameplay more interesting and fun, since you'll have to employ different strategies to overcome each invasion, despite how the bots in later levels make it more difficult to shoot them all. And this game has more levels than would be expected for a pack-in game. There are 5 planets in Guard, each with 3 bases and 1 boss battle. Each base has main levels along with unlockable bonus levels. These bonus levels throw special twists onto the gameplay, like limited ammo or starting with 1 camera, for example. But how do you unlock these bonus levels? Well, Guard actually has a level up system. Each time you reach a new level, you unlock another bonus mission or a camera upgrade. The camera upgrades really come in handy in the harder levels. While I played, there were plenty of times when my lock-on camera or charge camera would waste a few targets or one big bot with a single press of a button. And slow and freeze cameras were also extremely useful at buying time for me to save my tower at the last second. Unlocking camera upgrades and taking on new levels is a very enjoyable experience. It made me want to keep playing to see what other invasions would get thrown at me and what strategies I can come up with to beat each level. So the game is surprisingly addictive.
Must keep playing. Ooh, those robots over there. Gotta move this camera. Move that camera. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah!
Well, okay, maybe not to that extreme, but this game is really fun and it gets intense easily. Keeping an eye on your camera feeds, then touching the gamepad to go with the next move you need to make is a perfect mixture of TV and gamepad fun. You're constantly having to see where enemies are, switch between cameras, blast some bots, and keep going in that fashion until all combat bots are destroyed. So, dare I say this gamepad use is better than Star Fox Zero's?
Well, I think it is. Can I please talk about the online mode? There's online multiplayer? Sort of.
After you get far enough in the game, you can customize your own robot hit squad for each base, then upload that squad to the Nintendo network. Using the gamepad, you can select your squad, then decide which bot comes in which entrance at which time. This of course is more engaging strategy. Then once uploaded, other players around the world can test their defense skills against your squad, and you can do the same against theirs. So it's not directly competitive online multiplayer in the normal sense, more like Street Pass multiplayer you'd find in some 3DS games. The winner of each match, be it a squad conquering a base or a defender stopping an invasion, wins points which are deducted from the loser's score. So each time you compete, you're also gambling for points, and that can become addicting for people who want to reach a high score or recover lost points. Since you also level up in the main game from playing against online squads, there's more motivation to include that into your gameplay time, thus making it more than an interesting distraction. Really, this whole game is more than a fun distraction. If you want to purchase it separately from Star Fox Zero, you can buy it from the eShop for $15. There's so much in this game that $15 is actually a pretty good price. Of course, if you want Star Fox Zero 2, you can buy that game with this game without going over the normal current gen game price. But whether you buy this alone or with Star Fox Zero, it's definitely a Wii U game worth owning. And that's my review of Star Fox Guard. Check out my previous reviews of Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Assault. See you all next time.